Radio Shouty.
Okay, it's Atlanta's #1 hip-hop station, Hot 107.9 and home for the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Of course, you know it's your folk, B-High, Radio Shouty. Stepping in the building, I got a New York legend, icon, one of the greats of all time. Ooh. Mr. Cheeks in this thing, what's good with him out there?
What it do, ATL, New York City in the building. Shout out to everybody, 107.9. We here, baby.
Ooh.
SAXX, what up, kid?
Yo, it's your man, solo artist, SAXX, 6 Entertainment, WUNDERTWINZ Records.
Z-Bands, make some noise. Say what up to the people for me, boy.
It's Z-Bands. I'm doing it Hot 107.
I'm with you, yo.
Got my son with me,
Sex,
baby.
I'm with you, Cheeks.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
Cheeks, talk to me, man.
What's up, cuz, man?
I mean, you out here still moving around, making these hits, moving and grooving. I mean, what's really good? What you got up your sleeve, my dog?
Oh, man, you know, just keeping busy, baby. Basically, man, staying involved in the situation, you know. The label is WUNDERTWINZ Records, you know what I mean? I got a few artists under my belt. Family, you know what I'm saying? I got my family/fams that we rock with. And this is what it is, you know. Tonight we out here with my boy SAXX, the real SAXX, incredible artist. My son Z-Bands out here. We just out here promoting some new music and promoting the label, and, you know, trying to ring some bells and let them know we still doing what it do. All day, every day.
I can definitely dig it. Now, I mean, Cheeks, I got to hit you with the current events, man.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant passed, and it's been wearing everybody out, including myself.
Man, it's hard for me to be here doing it now because that weighs on. Kobe Bryant, God, like, damn, man. That's hurt, you know what I mean? Kobe's one of us, man.
Yeah.
Blessings, man. Strong, beautiful brother, man. And his daughter, man, beautiful little baby girl, man. Just all prayers out to them and those that was along on that crazy little situation, that helicopter situation, man. Damn, man. God bless them all. I mean, it's just hurt, man. It's like the day don't even feel right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like hard to promote. It's hard to, you know what I'm saying? Because it's really right now, it's day, you know?
Exactly. It's on the back of the mind. I mean, when you think about
it hurt.
Life and death, man, I mean, how does this impact you in that way, and how do you see it different moving forward?
Oh, man, ever since, you know, like, I mean, death is hurt. Just any death, man.
Yeah.
From the cats that going through it in Chicago to the murders and just anything, man.
That's
just losing life is painful, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, my thing is, like, you know, my brother got killed, shot in the back of the head, freaky tie. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know the story, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that touched the world as well.
Exactly.
Everything that, like, if you know a person, like, you don't know a person, but you know a person. I don't know Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm his family, and I feel hurt the same way if I would have lost a brother like that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It just hurt, man. It's just like, there's really no explaining that. It's like, it's no way to avoid death, and it just hurt every time it goes, anyone that goes. It happens.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's just painful, Phil. When Big Cap died, that was crazy. Exactly. I was just smoking once with this man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, y'all can't smoke with us. He loved ATL. You know, he was always doing with that. It's just what it is, man. And it's just painful, man. And they like cousin said, man, till we meet again, man. He up there with Ty and them, Biggie and them.
Facts.
They watching over us. That's how I gotta look at it from now on like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they always the good ones go too soon. You know.
Those are facts.
Now,
I mean, speaking of freaky time, man, I mean, just take me back to the Lost Boys jumping off the porch with it, representing that New York and really tearing up the streets at that time.
Word.
What was that like for you, Cheeks, when y'all jumped into the game Raising Cain?
Man, it was fun.
Yeah.
You already know we started out here, from VA, shout out to Norfolk, Chesapeake, you know what I'm saying, Paul Smith, to right here, P Street, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Phil and Greg, the Rim Shop.
Yeah.
Back in the days, man, y'all was a part of this right here, this Lost Boy jump off, you know what I'm saying? Man, the Lost Boys, man, it was just a beautiful thing to be able to make music, man, and do what you love to do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we all quit our jobs, you know? And like, yo, you know what? I'm going to do this music.
Yeah.
And just give it all it is, win or lose. So, yeah. It's a great thing, man.
Cheeks. Songs like Rene that hit the culture and move the culture forward, man. See, that's another thing, too. Cheeks, when you think about hip-hop, there are records out here that actually move the culture forward. And they are like pivotal points in hip-hop history, black history, and history in general, that when it touches down, it kind of changes the trajectory of the genre itself, man. And I mean, I feel personally like Rene was one of them songs. So what was it like when y'all put that song together and then turned around and shot the video for it as well?
Whoa, man. Putting the Rene together?
Yeah.
Well, you know, the situation happened where I got to give a shout out all the time when I mention Rene, the record I made, man, you know, because it was made over a fatal incident that happened in 40P.
Yeah.
A homegirl named Ebony got killed, and it was also a married family. They just got off the wedding. The lady got shot. The baby survived, but she died. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at the time, it was like, it wasn't no music out there touching them like that. Besides my man Tupac, he was giving them things that to really bang on and listen to, and you know, PE and all of that. But I was taught, you know, don't be afraid to, you know, to go to do it. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like Tupac said, yo, you can't be afraid to let it out. You know what I'm saying? So at the time, everybody was doing the regular, all right, you know, we selling drugs or we hustling or we popping our guns off and all that. But I just wanted to make a joint where we could just sit back and be like, all right, let me see what this. You know, when I like to write music and I like to write stories and things, and you know what I'm saying. So that was a time when I was like, yeah, let me take a shot at it. I did the lifestyles of rich and shameless. I did the, you know what I'm saying, the get ups and all of that. But sometimes you gotta really just pay attention to what it is in the world. So.
Facts. When you think about the reception of that song, man, how did everybody receive it when you touched down with it?
Yo, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't even think it was going to be like, yo, how that's a hip-hop classic. I don't know. But I appreciate it because, you know what I'm saying, I wrote that joint, like I said, on the strength of just a tragedy, and I put it together as I lost my own personal shorty, you know?
Yeah.
Because you never think about losing your shorty.
Yeah.
That's a fact. You know, dudes die all the time.
Exactly.
Niggas die all the time, B, right?
Yeah.
Kill all the time. But when you lose a woman, it's like a whole different ball game. It's like, damn, you don't know the direction no more. Like, if you lose your lady, and all the arguments you had and all that, that don't count no more. Because it's like, damn, I was I gonna argue with my shorty now. You know?
Exactly.
Be like that. So sometimes you got to reach out and touch, and besides just making music to make music, you know, I always wanted to make music to send a message and also reach and you know, like I'll be making music the way I see other brothers feel and I feel, and I just want to make sure when I make my music is we all that is touching the same, you know, fellas. You know what I'm saying? It may go through some things I may go through. I know we all go through the same thing. We black, you understand? It ain't no walk in the park for us, so. I try to throw it out there.
Of the rich and shameless, man. I mean, talk to me about that, man, because, I mean, once again, y'all were pushing the line for New York at a time where New York was on top, dominating. And then just talk to me about that vibe in New York when that was the industry at the time, man. So, I mean, what was that like being able to rock out during that time?
Oh, that was, you know, what time was that? Crazy time, baby. From the East Coast to the West Coast, Snoop Dogg to MOP. You know what I'm saying? CNN, come on, man. I was around the Grace, Royal Flush. I was around some things and that. Well, that was a beautiful time, man, the 90s rap game. Oh, shit, excuse me.
Nah, I'm with you.
Everybody love the 90s. You know what I'm saying?
Come on now.
Oh, man, I mean, you got to get that. But, yo, the 90s was when it was starting up. There was no computers like that. Wasn't no internet like that. Wasn't no Instagram, no Facebook. What you did was what you did. You get heard about, that means you put your work in. You know what I'm saying? When you travel out of town and they call you from out of town, that means you circulating. Exactly. It wasn't no videos like that. It wasn't no running around like that. But that's when you really had music, and you know, you got family. I like my family. I got family out here. I got family. Wherever you at, we visit them for the holidays, right? Yeah. You visit your cousins, lay your music on. So what we doing in New York? Boom. But now my cousin is out there rocking out there in North Carolina doing what he doing. You know what I mean? Spreading the word wherever we at. So that's how it really came about, you know? And lifestyles been shameless, man. Some died with names. You know, we got some great hood celebrities.
Yeah.
You know, they don't get mentioned that much. But now they're getting mentioned because you got certain TV shows they got out now that's blowing them up and things like that. You know what I mean? Breaking into the codes of the game. But, you know, that's a cool thing. But, you know, as far as like Michael Jackson passed away. Yeah. You got a Michael Jackson in the hood somewhere.
Thanks.
Saying that was famous like him, but not in that way. But the lifestyles of rich same. Some dad with names, some dad names. So that's just a token of that. You know what I'm saying?
Freaky Tar.
Oh man,
when he passed, man, how did that impact the group, and how did that impact you personally, though?
man, when Talib died, God, that changed the whole. I mean, you know, that was my right hand. This is why we rock. Ooh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, that was definitely a heavy blow to me. Freaky. I mean, Lou speak nice. I mean, you see my man speak nice.
Yeah.
There was a lot of things that ain't happened at the time that what we wanted to happen that ain't happened at the time. I mean, as far as we was down with a major label, Universal, you know what I'm saying? And there was things they could have did to help situations out and helped the artists, us, Lost Boys, get a little more comfortable in the game, you know?
Yeah.
Situated, but it ain't about that. But when we lost Talib, man, it was like everybody went their different way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we ain't really went different way.
Yeah.
It was just like, damn, we had to regroup ourselves.
Exactly.
Like Talib, man, they meant a lot to me, Lou and Spit. Man, we grew up together, go to school together, play hooky together.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's definitely it was four pieces of the puzzle. Now it's like now with a triangle. You know what I'm saying? And then Spiggy went and got locked up. Left just me and Lou, bang bang. But you know, God is good. Jah's always holding us down. So it's like, yo, out of all of the hurt, you know what I'm saying, came the blessings, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Got our kids rocking out there. Talib's son is Freaky Kai. He out there doing his business. He on tour with me.
Yeah.
He got Lou got Cash. That's Pretty Lou's son out there. He bringing numbers. He's doing his work.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. I mean, yeah, man, you know, water in the grass make the grass grow. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, man. So that's what it is, man. Life is what it is. And we just rocking and rolling. Just keep making the music and keep putting things out there to let them know we still rocking, showing the visuals, you know what I'm saying? Still on tour, still rocking with the Mollies, doing the road trips and things. So let's keep it busy, man.
Now, when you think about New York hip-hop, man, and them lyrics at that time, did you feel any pressure to come with the bars at that time, though, Cheeks? Because, I mean, you know, folks were not playing about them lyrics at that time.
All day. I mean, you came in the game with the bars. You had to come in the game with the bars. I mean, KRS-One is in the game. LL Cool J in the game.
Yeah.
MC Shan is in the game. Cool G Rap is in the game.
Fact.
You know, Rakim's. I mean, this lyricist game is crazy.
Yeah.
So you got to come with. You got to come with it. I mean, New York City at the time, you just battling all day. They ain't gonna give you the mic if you ain't had it. They're not gonna call you to the mic if you ain't got the skills.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I come in the boy. When I was Cold Cheeks before I was Mr. Cheeks.
Yeah.
You understand? I was Cold Cheeks. Came in this spot, my man Black Just RP Supreme Team.
Yeah.
That boy said, yo, Mr. Cheeks in the building. From there, I was that. I'm Mr. Cheeks. Black just called me Mr. Cheeks. It's a done deal. So that's what it was, man. And I mean, I was doing a good job. That's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, you definitely had to have your lyric game together. I mean, still today, you got to have your lyric game. Some get away with it, some don't. But those that know the school of rock know how to rock. You know what I mean?
Big old facts. Now, I mean, when you went solo, though, Mr. Cheeks, and you came with that lights, camera, action, man, a club banger right there that's still going crazy in the clubs to this day. Talk to me about switching up the style and saying, you know what? It's time to get this party started out here.
Yeah. I you know, I love the parties. You know, I was out in Miami at that time, and I was coming up with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Me, Chevy OG, Dingo, you know what I mean? The Black Cuban.
Come on.
Who was out there. And I got the call to make that joint at the, you know, that was the time I left New York because after Talib passed, you know, I didn't really want to be up there and around all of that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a lot. It was difficult. It was kind of difficult hanging around people at that time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went down to Miami, got a little, you know, situated out there, ran the town with my Mad Dollar dudes out of Liberty City, and I heard that beat from my boy Big Dog.
Ooh.
Oh, it was a done deal. Well, I ain't really like the beat at the beginning.
Are you serious?
Then I started burning and drinking and started, you know what? Coming over to hook one man, Dingo and Chevy O. And it was a rap, man. Lights, camera, action, man. I appreciate that record still to this day because that's one of them records that Right down the block, Magic City, you know what I'm saying?
Come on
they
now.
gonna play that tonight? You know what I'm saying? That's how we living though, you know what I'm saying? Lights Camera Action it's still cracking. We do it every weekend. We do it whenever we get a chance, you know what I'm saying? Everybody does the Lights Camera Action, right?
But then you got to jump off with Lil Kim too, man.
That
That was
hard.
another club banger. So and see, also at that time, the beauty of those two songs was that New York club music that could get felt across the country. It was like, no, that's a New York sound, but we feeling it down here in the club, and that was what was happening. So talk to me about that.
Yeah, that's what it is. like I say, right? We came from New York City, went down to VA to get the, buzz up.
Yeah.
From VA, went to Atlanta and chilled out here for a little while, like I said, with G and them those and two shouts to my man Too Short and all that.
Short dog.
That nigga always getting a check, man. Bad boy. But we was down here, and the vibes of meeting different artists that was out here and different artists around the globe. We put it all together. Like, hold on, that was kind of hard how they was doing it, and then we added a little New York to it. Now we got Big Bang. And it was just, man, just add it on like out in D.C. Throw a little go-go in the, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Like, man, the culture is crazy, you know what I'm saying? And it's mad instruments inside this culture. It's mad, collaborations that just take it different ways and all that. So I ain't never think Lil Kim will come up with the jump off and do it off the you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Les Coos Beamers in the Benz joint. That's crazy.
Exactly.
Just a whole amount of different runs. And then she had the remix with Mobb Deep.
Yeah.
You right. It was cracking them days, man.
It
was nice. It was nice.
What was it like for you moving around in the A-Town early on before this became Black Hollywood, man?
Man, used to love it. I still love it out here. That's when they had more than just the Mad City, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They had them little things on around the cut and all that. Shouts to Old Peachtree Liquor Store. That was, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I just that was, Freaknik days and all days I was feeling good, man. Like, yo, man, getting the start. I was around, when Lil Jamal and all them was coming up, the illegal, remember the groups and all that. But, man, ATL, man, it carried me a long way, man. I'm talking about, we used to, back when going to the college, when Swiss was cutting hair and all that.
Oh, my God.
Real shit, right?
Indeed.
Real shit. But, yeah. Green Eyes, what up,
Talk
Black
to me about
colleges
the
out
industry,
here,
though.
son.
Talk to me about that industry, though, Cheeks. What was it like when you saw the industry start to move from New York to the South or to the West, for that matter, man? Because you was there doing it all.
It was crazy, yo. It's like, the biggest illest thing I ever did was with the Dog Pound. The music made me hard. The remix, man.
Ooh.
That was at the time Biggie and Tupac had beef. You know what I'm saying, son? We was out there on the West Coast. That was East Coast, West Coast beef, corny shit like that.
Talk to me about being in hip hop at that time, because that was a real deal time.
Other shit, hell yeah.
What was going through your mind trying to maneuver on the West Coast in the middle of an East Coast, West Coast beef?
Yo, it was crazy, but it wasn't crazy to us because we was, I guess, respected and running with the cast that was out there. You know, Snoop Dogg. I ride with Snoop Dogg. He got 3 cars in back of us, 3 cars in front of us. We rolling trees. We ride. We're going to the motherfucker. What was the little titty ball we go to? Snoop got all type of things going on, man.
Yeah.
L.A., it's like, it's different, man. One day I was driving down an alley. Oh, my God. I couldn't believe I went down this alley. You know what I mean? I'm talking about the tattooers and everything. Kept it cool because it was like in a little Mexican area. Not a Mexican area, but while I went around the block, it was Mexican. I don't know what to understand, but it was a different area. But I was nervous right there, man. Damn. My man told, it was one night I was riding down in L.A. and was doing I was leaving my man George Clinton's studio.
Talk to me.
Shit like that, right? I'm driving down the block and with my brother Van Dam. He like, yo, the cars was coming down the block with no lights on. So you don't flash them. That nigga like, you don't flash that. They doing a initiation test.
What?
LA was crazy. I didn't know. I just stayed in the room, or I just, it was crazy. It was crazy. But it was fun.
George Clinton studio, though, man. That's the P-Funk. Break it down to me, man. What was happening?
I was just came to make a record. You know what I'm saying? And that blew my mind. right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Uncle P, man. You know what I'm saying? George Clinton is hard body, man. P-Funk of them all, man. But yeah, that was the beginning of my journey, man. Oh man, L.A. I did the shout out to Don Cornelius. You know, I did Soul Train.
Yeah.
Man, back when Soul Train was popping. I got to do Soul Train before he passed away, and then when he passed away with Shamar Moore, you know.
Yeah.
I was out in L.A. for a minute, man. I was loving L.A. until that earthquake hit. You know what? Things time to pit that. I couldn't do it. Let's go. But
I can definitely dig it.
It's all real.
Now, you got family in the building with you right now, too, man.
It's a fact.
I mean, SAXX, Z. I mean, fellas. I mean, I had a chance to get into some of y'all music as well, and I was enjoying. I'm going to start with you, SAXX. Premier on the track. You fool. I mean, when I heard that, I understood what was going on with that thing, man. I mean, break that banger down to me and how you got blessed with that track.
You know, through the circle, you know, somebody sent the track to me. You know what I'm saying? It's something Preem, I guess, was just sitting on or whatever. But anyway, it got over to me. And I just, from looking at the industry today, I was taught, you know, to watch the circus, never join it. And so from that perspective, when I look at how the people all dressed up with the braids and I'm not no disrespect to nobody, but kind of look kind of clownish from the era that I come from.
That's right.
And when you're hungry and you're starving, just start looking like food.
Talk about them bars on that track, though, man, and the flow. Because, see, you didn't play when it came to riding that track as well, man. So, I mean, break that down to me, SAXX.
I mean, I always want to make something with some substance in it. You know what I'm saying? And I know what my fan base, my audience want from me. They want that core hip hop. And we ain't trying to play with it. We trying to preserve it and keep it alive, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, my mentors, such as my bro, Mr. Cheeks, man, and I'm just keeping it real. And I feel like I can make records without taking from the integrity of who I am and what I stand for. But I ain't playing with it, you know.
Exactly.
I love hip hop.
I'm digging that. Now, Z-Band, that Run It Up, man, you know, I was marinating on that as well. And you made that reference to Kobe in that thing, man.
Yeah.
I mean, talk to me about that banger right there, because first of all, I was feeling that flow as well. But then with you talking about Kobe at this point in time, it kind of wore me out a little bit, man. So, I mean, first tell me how Kobe impacted you and hearing about his death yesterday. But then also talk to me about your flavor that you kicking out here, my dog.
Like, I listen to a lot of like Uzi and
Yeah.
Cardi. So
Yeah.
it's like I'm in a new generation.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like put everything together, put all my artists together in like one song. So I just made it like that.
Exactly. Now, that reference to Kobe in there, though, man, I mean, what kind of fan of Kobe was you?
Like he wasn't like one of my favorite basketball players, but I looked up to him.
Yeah.
Because like when I was like growing up, we would always like crumble a basketball and like not a basketball, like a paper, and, like, shoot it and like scream Kobe. So it's like it was like crazy. And then also his daughter died in it, so it was like even more crazy.
My God. My God.
My son 15.
Exactly.
Crazy.
Nah, Cheeks, pull that mic up to you too, man, because see, I understand that music makes you high.
All day.
And then you hooked up with that boy Keith Murray on that thing as well, man. I mean, talk to me about that. And see, I didn't know that y'all was still rocking like that. So, I mean, what was that like when y'all got in that studio and crunk some stuff up?
Oh, man, that was a ride over from North Carolina. Yo, nigga, we got look. We gonna make this when we get back. And that's all that was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me and Keith Murray just, like I say, man, we just one family in this hip-hop industry, man, I guess, you know?
Yeah.
And we just respect each other, and I dig everything he do, he dig everything I do. And it's just like, yo, we hang out without music. We just hang out, just go to the crib, burn it down, and, you know, just talk about shit, and just hang out. I mean, we got a little restaurant out in New York called the Soul Exchange, where I got out there in Inwood with my partner Mark.
Yeah.
And we all come there and we just do this TV show called Chopping It Up with Cheeks. And that from there we just do it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Might go to the studio, bang out. But Keith Murray is always there. From Keith Murray to Need Exotic, Royal Flush, intro, Harvest Brown. I mean, I'm not my family is the same as it's always been.
Yeah.
It's, we just fly under the radar, I guess, now, because we got our youngins doing their thing and also our artists and other things we just trying to get into. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I mean, Queens niggas. Break down Queens for those
niggas
that don't know no better, man.
Oh, you know about Queens, man. With the guys with the houses and the guns and the damn ceilings.
That's right.
I mean, you know, we got the buildings and all that. We just keeping it cool, you know.
Yeah.
We're smooth cats from Queens. I mean, playing our part in New York, you know. We got our family in all five boroughs. Brooklyn, Manhattan, Bronx, Staten Island, and Queens, you know.
That's
Play
right.
for the same team, but we just the niggas that just be over there. That, you know, when you want to get out of town, there's only 2 airports. You got to come to Queens, JFK, LaGuardia. Let's get it.
Exactly. Exactly.
2 ways out. Let's get it.
Now, fellas, I know that y'all got a strong ATL connection as well. I mean, do you care to break that down to me?
Jeez.
Oh, what up? Well, you know, ATL is came here a long time. I got some friends that I did shows down here with that met shorties and now they here and they, you understand, they're taking kids to school. You know what I'm saying? So it's deep out here, man. Like I said, from Freaknik, man, we've been down here rocking and rolling, man. And that's a long time. You know what I'm saying? My man Big Gip, one of my main dudes out here.
My big bro, what up, though,
Big
Gip?
Gip. What up, boy? You know what I'm saying? We did this joint that we never really put on the peoples yet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's classic. We might just go back to the recaps and just do a video for it, because I know he got all this candy colored joints out here, and I got my New York looking joints, so
Yeah.
put them together real quick, probably shoot some joints. But yeah, out here is a beautiful thing. Shouts to Big Boy, you know what I'm saying? My man Dre, 3000, you know what I'm saying? Shouts to my man Jermaine Dupri, the Brat. I mean, I got some friends out here, man, you know. Shouts to Jagged Edge, of course. Drew Dewey's. Yeah. Go ahead, man, SAXX. You run down some family members we got out here also, man. We living out here, man.
Indeed. My first introduction to Atlanta, matter of fact, I was out in 5 Points doing my normal 1-2, picking up some albums, stopping by the herb stop, you know, getting my incense and oils and all that good stuff, man. And I looked over and looked on the sidewalk, man, and I said, man, that looked like 3,000. And it was like telecommunication, like how do you say telecalepsy, whatever
telepathy.
Yeah. And he back to me like, nigga, it is me. Come holler. Right at my shop, you know. So I go over and we fall up in there. We get to talking, and he asked me, you know, what was I doing in Atlanta, or whatever have you. And from there, man, that's who introduced me to Goody Mob. Took me to the Atrium for the Skewed on the Barbie video shoot with Raekwon, and had me at Tower Records.
Yeah.
When the Aquemini album was out, man, he had me everywhere. I mean, house number, studio number, cell number, and that's my introduction to Atlanta through Andre. I met Luda, and the list goes on, man. But big up to all my AT aliens out here, you know what I'm saying? Because it's all love. Even DJ Jelly, Big Baby D. It's all fam, you know, and we all kept in touch, and I stayed on the ground. But big up to my AT aliens. It's fam out here.
Talk to me about being from up top, coming through here for Freaknik, man. What was that experience like, fellas?
Ooh, boy.
Talk to me.
We got footage of that.
Ooh.
I could just show you, but I'm just saying. Nah, man, Freaknik was crazy, man. Them parties in the back of the rim shop, man. Yo, like I always say, man, shouts to Phil and Greg. They always hold it down. Mellow. Shouts to my man, Light.
Big Duke, and you know what I'm saying?
And,
everybody.
Freakniks, man. That's when it was like, yo, I mean, like, man, them stories of Freakniks, man, is a beautiful thing. I mean, coming from New York to down here in Atlanta.
Indeed.
They cook out here. You know what I mean? The shorty's talking about me, man, my Grammys. Nigga, let's go. We used to walk around this joint, man. I'm talking.
What actually happened to Freaknik? Like some crazy shit popped off, and
Well, what happened was
Guess they had different names.
the crowd got so big to where it would literally be a party on the expressway. So the expressways, they'd be stopped up and folks would be out partying. But then if an emergency happened, the ambulances couldn't get to nobody because literally it was too many people in the city.
That's a fact.
And the surface streets was a party. So it was nothing you could do. If you was having a heart attack, they was going to find you out the Freaknik.
That's crazy.
We
never looked at it like that. You know?
Dig it. Yeah, and that's what I think really caused everything to go away because it was just, it wasn't safe.
It was crazy.
Come on.
It was priestly was bananas, yo. I understand, man.
Yeah,
he was dead, man.
I remember them days, man.
And see, the thing about it is kind of like mythological because to tell people these stories, just to say that, hey, man, imagine 285, I-20, and 75, 85 being like a parking lot, the expressway, a parking lot with folks shaking asses, smoking blunts, party, whipping out the grill out the back of the truck.
Going over that, making that
come on, man.
Come on, man. This is beautiful.
I mean,
man.
cats was like cars backed up, nephew. Cars like backed up. We hopping out of cars, getting in other cars because the traffic is stopped.
Yeah.
Yo, you remember also, B, they forgot a lot of functions from New Orleans, the Gavin. You know, out in Atlanta, you had the hold on now. Out in Atlanta, you had one of the biggest hip hop events ever.
Jack the Rapper.
Jack the Rapper.
Yes, sir.
Changed my life. That's what that's what I'm talking about when I came from Virginia. I came down here for Jack the Rapper with the Alley Cats. It was a done deal. Holy. Yo, I'm just saying, that's why it all started. It just became just from Hampton, Virginia. You know, Virginia, Norfolk, Hampton College.
Yeah, they would have the Jazz Fest or Weed Fest.
Days, cousin. Holy.
Yeah.
When you look back over your career, though, Cheeks, what was the greatest time for you?
Greatest time for me?
Yeah.
My biggest adventure through all this music. I say the American Music Awards performance with Diddy doing the Lights, Camera, Action remix. That was fun.
Yeah,
that was fun. I met my girl that Tyrese ain't let us give him brains in the Baby Boy movie. You know what I mean? All that went down. I seen that little freak. I'm just saying that was my life back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I was around some crazy situations, man. Ben Stiller. Shout out to Ben Stiller, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, good times, man. Good times, man. I mean, still good times, but damn, ain't nothing like when you was younger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I be telling my son, man, you're only a teenager once.
Come on.
Because you come in old, you be a teenager, then you're old again. You know what I'm saying? You 1 year old, you come 13, then you're 20 years old. Let's go. I'm just saying, you're once a teen. You're never a teen again.
Come on. I mean, as a young teenager, though, Cheeks, did you think that you was going to have the wild ride that you had?
Back in them days, you didn't think you was going to make it to 19. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Them days.
Yeah.
Niggas threatening you because you rocking so hard. Don't come to this neighborhood, nigga. It's on. Man, I'm talking about carrying guns in your book bag on just to grab the mic. What they talking about? You know what I mean? Life is crazy. It was young. But that was competition. You know what I'm saying? Because you go in a different neighborhood, man. You had to hold it down. I mean, we ain't had, like I said, we have, like, you know your family, you can call your family on my way to North Carolina now. You can text them, yo, man, meet me there type thing.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't no phones like that. It was beepers or the big-ass thick cheese joints. You know
and the phone might be busy if you try to call it.
You better believe it. Boop, boop.
Exactly.
That's a fact. So, yeah, came a long way, still doing it, so it feels good, man. Like still banging out, man. Damn. RP to Kobe, man. That's crazy. You understand?
Wow.
That's like, we talk about our adventures, you know? That's always just comes to my head. I'm thinking of Kobe. It's like, what the hell is that about, right?
Yeah.
You can talk about everything, but then you be like, damn, then that just hits you real quick in your brain. Like,
exactly.
To all our fallen soldiers, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, just enjoying life and living lightly, you know what I'm saying?
I can dig it. Okay, now, fellas, I also understand that y'all got a hip-hop art exhibit, man. What's that all about?
Get that up.
The hip-hop art exhibit, it's a vision that I had, you know, starting out, and I was able to put it into fruition. And I like things to happen organically.
Mm-hmm.
because ain't nothing forced in the universe. And so I met the artist. I have an artist assigned to my entity, which is an umbrella up under WUNDERTWINZ, 6'2" Entertainment. And I have an artist out of Russia that does acrylic paintings. So we meet, and I was able to convey my vision, my concept to her. And shout out to Tatiana from Russia out there in Florida. And they were doing modern and contemporary art. And so she was like, they need something different. I had the vision. I can draw, but I ain't no good with paint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But to make a long story short, she is wonderful. And so I told her, I said, listen, why don't you come over into the hip-hop lane? She didn't know nothing about hip-hop. I said, this is what we're going to do. I said, paint album covers that give you that feel like when you walked in and brought the cassette or the 45 or the 12-inch. Paint that, but 50 by 72 inch. And we document everything from when the paint first touched the canvas, stretching the canvas on the frame so we can grow with it.
Exactly.
And then I sent it to everybody, and we started out in hip-hop, but we're going to go into some more genres. But right now, we hip-hop, we probably like 20 canvases in. And what we're going to do is, being that we're affiliated with everybody, is we're painting people that we know and preserving the culture. So the pioneers get to come out, the DJs, they give their commentary about what the hip-hop meant to them. They get to autograph the paintings. And they also have the opportunity to take the painting home with them, because a lot of times they look up and they just see where somebody done painted something, sold it, the fan got it. I wanted to make sure they had first dibs on it. And I tell you about this Lost Boys canvas. It's crazy among others, but we're going city to city, state to state, with the hipography, art exhibit, and documentary. And in there, like I said, we're going to have some of the great pioneers, DJs, entrepreneurs on these canvases, and they will be for sale as well. And if the fans are able to get them, because I think that each one should go with, say we got Brand Nubian. Somebody out of Brand Nubian need to have this painting.
Damn right.
We got Outkast, Big Boy. You need to get this.
Exactly.
We got Goody. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Gip, Cujo, CeeLo, somebody, Timo.
Yeah.
This need to go in the family. Not just, but it's there, you know, and it's going to be huge. And that's also a segue to my first official album off the WUNDERTWINZ label. It's also entitled Hipography. So it was a strategic thing to where we got the hip-hop, the core hip-hop heads in here. Then we get to introduce my project, you know, through WUNDERTWINZ, and keep that traffic going back into the hip-hop, you know. And I just want everybody to stay tuned and be supportive, and we're going to do the first one here in the ATL. So all my ATLians, stay tuned. We're going to keep y'all updated, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, hipography, and that means, it's a word I made up when I was 15 years old, which is the art of true hip-hop for those that possess true skill in art form.
My God.
You know what I mean? And
I'm here with him. I'm here with him. So,
and like we was talking earlier about the strategy part of it, stuff got to be strategic. You know what I'm saying? And I think working with the right people for the right reasons, you get the right results.
Exactly.
You know, and I'm thankful to be here. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, with legends, brothers like yourself that are being vessels. You know what I'm saying? We got nephews representing the next generation.
Z.
Yeah, Z fans. You know what I mean? And it's an honor to be here. And I'm glad that we doing something that means something.
Exactly. I got another question for you though, Cheeks.
Yo, cuz.
Gil Scott Heron, man.
Unc, what up, baby?
I mean, a legendary uncle like Gil Scott, talk to me about having that as a part of your life early on, man, and the information and the game that he laid on you about the revolution.
Yo, kid, it's like growing up with Uncle Gil is like different. Like I never took the trips I took with him and Mom and Patty to DC to the, to the, I don't know what it took me. It took me some DC road trip with they school, and they was teaching them music and all that. From there, I was just zoned out, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And from just being around them, from the house when you're walking and you're smelling it in the room and the music is playing and the beads, the old beads curtains. When you go to this room to that room, you go through the beads and see, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it's the influences, man. I mean, it taught me how to just talk to the crowd. And, I mean, I learned a lot from him from the Blue Note days. I mean, before he left, he was doing these concerts at the Blue Note, up in New York and all of that. Where it just changed my mind. It blew my mind of like how an artist such as I wanted to be like him as far as like just seeing his performances. Yeah. But I'm a rap artist, and you could your band is rocking with you. You leave your band on the stage. Go downstairs, kick it with your family for a second, a little 20 minutes, or the day doing whatever they do. Then smoke your weed with your family, go back upstairs. I'll be right back. I mean, I learned a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, it taught me how to be an ill and entertainer. You know what I'm saying? Also, like, just he wasn't that ill with he only had one woman I seen with him, was Ma, right? So I ain't really know about the duets, but he just taught me how to be a great artist. I mean, I just followed his footsteps as far as like just being yourself. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't about the jewelry, it ain't about the money, and it ain't about none of that. It's just the music will touch them more than all of that. You know what I mean? They can't wear your jewelry, they can't rock your ring, but that music and everything will touch them so hard. So you know what I'm saying? That's all I think about. So,
what about the responsibility for the content that you create, man? Because I mean, he also moved the culture forward. And so I'm saying he was the original rapper.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
He's the messenger, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, he was definitely like you said, he was like the original rap dude. You know what I'm saying? We did that Reagan record. No, they ain't really paid. They paid attention to us when you do a little history on that Reagan record. You know what I'm saying? And the revolution won't be televised, and Grandma's hands, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about Homer's Way, the haters. Yeah. His music is just, it talks to those that need it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're going through something, he got that music that'll bring it to you. You know what I mean? Yeah, the integrity of the music, that's always, we lost that along the way, but ain't nobody making music like him, you know what I'm saying? Teddy Pendergrass, you know what I'm saying? The Whispers, they ain't making these no more. So, as that was it's beautiful to be raised around that. I could say, you know what I'm saying? That's I'm glad that I was touched by that you know what I'm saying, that sword or whatever you call it, man. Yeah. To be able to be not just to make music, but to make music. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Word.
When you think about hip-hop as an art form and as a culture from the time that you started to where you see it now, man, I mean, how do you feel about the changes and the way it's morphed into all these different genres and stuff that we got out here right now?
Yeah. Like perfect dude that would tell this to everybody that will hear that, Eric Sherman. Yeah. He's a perfect dude that runs us down. I always agree with him because he says it's different hip-hop genres, and it's different hip-hop. It's not young Uzi. I don't know how to say it. Like
different.
It's different
culture.
It's different categories in this hip hop thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like when I was going when 50 said some beef about me, like T shit is whack now and all that back in the days. I was like, I had to respond because I got to respond to that.
Yeah.
But we don't make the same music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your music is that music. My music is what That's we on a different zone of music, nigga. Like 50 Cent got his type of music he make. SAXX got his type of music make. I got my kind of music I make. Honest got that type of music. I mean, it's just a different genre, right? But it's like you got to go at niggas. I mean, that's how I was raised, you know. So making music, you could make music about partying. You can make music about getting in niggas' asses. You can make music about just chilling with your lady. You can make music about politicians. Whatever you want to make it about. You know what I'm saying? That's the beautiful thing. The new artists out now, it's their turn. I ain't mad at them. They doing it differently. They getting new money. But it's some that you be looking at them like, okay. And it's something that you be like, all right, that nigga popping. But that's like back in the days, right?
Yeah.
So I'm the nigga that ain't gonna wear no tight jeans, no skirts, no purses, no earrings, no fingernail polish. That's my rap style. You ain't gonna catch me outside with my mom's t-shirts on or my sister's jeans. You understand? So I ain't disrespecting them niggas, but we ain't them niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's not our hip hop over here.
Yeah.
That's their hip hop over there. They may be called hip flip flop with their toes out, no socks on. I don't know what they call it. I'm just saying what I be saying. Me myself, we on some other militant. We gotta be militant. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. Got nothing to do with what I'm talking about, but it got something to do with what I mean.
Yeah.
It's a guy out there called Billy Porter. I seen him at the Grammys. Mm-hmm. He had a chandelier hat on, eyelashes, lips, toe up. He looked better than my wife outfit. I'm like, what the hell is this dude? And he got a beard. I'm not mad at nobody. I'm just saying, damn, the game done changed. Always around this bing bing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you could see people, men kissing each other on TV, the game done changed. They ain't respecting the culture no more. They're not respecting nothing that we it was back in the days, it was girls wear pink, men wear blue. But I guess, yeah, now, it's a new world order now, and that's what they do. And my thing is this, I ain't mad at nobody. Let me do me. Live you, I live me. Let me make my music, and let's enjoy life, you know what I'm saying? But the new artists, do what you do. I'm not gonna be mad at nothing they do, right, son? We just laugh and smoke some trees.
Cheeks, talk to me about coming out of Queens with it, though. Like you said, the discrepancies that you might have had with 50s or the Mobb Deeps and stuff like that. What was it like during those times where you said, you know what, I got to get at people?
Oh, that was just what it is, though.
Yeah.
Respect.
I'm gonna tell you like, I'm a cool nigga. Not the fool nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm all day. I would love my brothers and sisters. I respect everybody. But just that, sometimes you gotta, damn man, I really gotta do this, you know what I'm saying? You got to be doing that. You don't want to hit nobody. You don't want to slap no person in their face. But then after you slap them, you'd be like, that, you needed that. I ain't want to do that. It hurts me more than it hurts you. Trust me. I gotta laugh about this shit. But it's like, yo, man, you have to get at people. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we battle back in the days, you know what I'm saying? We just gotta go to war. It's friendly competition. But nowadays, it's like niggas is dying over this shit. It's like the youngins don't get it. You can't heat a nigga and just be like, I see you tomorrow. You know what I mean? Nah, nigga, what he saying? And his crew is like, yo, we got the guns ready to kill him at the show tonight, nigga. It's like, damn, nigga just rapping, nigga. What the fuck? But that's why, you be seeing the battle raps and all of that. That's ill.
Yeah.
Because if a nigga can stand there and let somebody spit in your face, say, suck my balls, say, fuck your mom, y'all got heart, and y'all good.
Exactly.
That nigga be done already. I can't be doing none of them battle raps, man, like that, man. I mean, it was a different way you battle back in the day, man. Damn.
Yeah, the cipher.
I take your girl and things like that, but now niggas like, they got this came in your girl's eyeball. They got what the
Yeah, the cipher was different. You can battle and have respect.
Yeah, give back.
So it was different. And the league, much respect to the URL and everybody out there in the battle culture. We got family, friends in there too.
Don DeMarco, Schmack, and all them
just
boys.
To let people know that bars really exist.
Yeah, they really
exist. So when people playing with it, just something to keep on the back of your medulla. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
Right.
Still real.
Like, a lot of them get away with things, right?
Yeah.
A lot of camps got up and comers that just, because they with that camp, they hot. Nah, we got some dudes that's gonna make sure you understand we hot. And this Wonder Twins and the 6'2 Entertainment, this LB Mafia. The Mafia, music, art, film, into all that. That's the Mafia. So we here.
Z-Band.
Z.
Talk to me, man. I mean, what are you bringing into the game? And then just tell me some of the jewels that your dad done dropped on you that you hitting these folks with, man.
My dad would like, he had a lot of bars and stuff. And plus, when I go to his shows, like, I performed at City Field. It was like a promotion show or something. Yeah, that was nice. And yeah, I was watching him like perform, so I had like stole some moves from him.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Exactly.
Yeah, but now I'm working on like videos and something and stuff. But I was working on an album.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna wait to like drop videos and stuff. So
I can dig that. I can definitely dig it.
You gonna come to that run up video, right?
No, that run it up. That thing was hard. That thing is hard.
We're gonna do that video soon. Like, I mean, we might do that Super Bowl weekend, right?
Ooh.
Have a little fun.
That's gonna be nasty.
We was all supposed to do the Go Get It thing in Jamaica or something, or Miami or something.
Yeah, that's Miami.
Yeah.
We're going out there after the Super Bowl.
Ooh. Lastly, fellas, do y'all got anything else that y'all want to get off y'all chest? And how can these folks contact y'all, man?
On Instagram at Z-Bands. I just made a Twitter. It's at Z-Bands too. So like everything at Z-Bands.
Bet it up.
The real SAXX. That's what 2 X's like a saxophone.
Bam. I'm on that Instagram. You can hit me at the real Mystiques. DAMISTACHEEKS 132, or you can hit my promo page, Mr. Cheeks Lost Boys. But the one you want to hit me on, you can DM me, get in touch with my label and all that, make some moves and some TV shows and some shows and make it better, but about like, you know, that's the one. Hit me on that the real Mr. Cheeks 132. We can make it pop.
I can definitely dig it with fellas.
Yo, B, you already know,
thing, man.
Thank you so
All
much,
my AT
brother.
aliens. We trying to make that music, so please reach out. We trying to.
Yo, we out here, man. ATL.
Yeah,
Yo,
ATL.
let them know. We want to throw a little Wonder Twins little showcase if you know you got a club. You know what I mean? E, Big Bang, B-Hop. You know what I'm saying? You come through, host it.
I'm with it.
We do little things over there like that, like a little la la, and bang bang, right? It's the mob
Oh,
LB fam.
for life. 6'2".
B-Hop Radio Shout It. It's
B-Hop
Hot 107.9,
Radio.
man. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Radio Shout It.